a data product is in the eyes of the beholder a lot of times. So I think data products can be anything. So this slide will show you, boy, I need my glasses here. I'll just have to look this way. If you're a data engineer or developer, a data product is reusable code or libraries. Things that someone else created that they can use and trust and accelerate what they do. If you're a data analyst, it's probably reusable queries in the form of SQL code, right? Reusable metrics, reusable data sets, things that can accelerate your job. If you're a data scientist, it's reusable features and models and data sets. You get the idea. If you're a business analyst, standard metrics, standard dimensions, standard cohorts. Business executives, it's a standard dashboard or report that's been certified and trustworthy. It's got that stamp of approval on it. And if you're a customer or external partner, it would be a product that's been delivered for you to work better with the company. Does all that make sense? So there's been a lot of discussion about what it is. In this regard, it can be anything. It's really about how it's packaged, right? So in my opinion, we create a lot of data assets in our organizations. But not all of them are going to be data products because they don't all fit this notion of a product. And all you have to do is think of commercial products. We all shop, we all go into stores, we all pick things off the shelves. Why do we call those products, right? Because they're mass manufactured for target audiences and they're packaged in such a way that it makes it easy for people to evaluate, sample them, and take them with them, right? And that's all we're trying to do in our space, is make data assets as simple as the commercial products we go into stores and buy. And I think, and I'll argue, that a store is fundamental to the definition of a data product. So what are some of the key characteristics of these data products that separate them from just run-of-the-mill data assets? They're targeted to a specific audience. And we just saw a few audiences. Those were roles, but they could also be geographies or specific companies, right? They're designed for reuse, not a one-time usage. And because they're designed for reuse, they're also designed for broad data sharing. So more than one person or group can be using this. They're packaged with rich metadata so that people can really evaluate what it is they want to consume. If you go and buy a can of tomato soup, you can look on the package and it tells you everything, mostly, everything you want to know before you buy it, right? What the ingredients are, the number of calories, where it was manufactured, the date, the expiration date, all that good stuff is on the label. That's metadata. We have to provide that with our data products and assets too. It contains a real or implied contract. If I'm producing a data product, what kind of agreements, service level agreements am I committing to in terms of quality and freshness, right? It also goes the other direction. If you're consuming that data product, what are the terms of usage? Maybe you have to consume it on the platform where it exists. You can't download it. Maybe you can only use it for 3 months or 3 weeks. Maybe you can't use it in a commercial product that your company sells. Those are terms of usage. So a two-way contract. Systematically governed. Hopefully all of our assets are governed, but it's not a requirement. For a data product, it really is, because you have an implied contract or a real contract. It's going to hold you as the producer accountable for the quality and freshness of that product, right? And one difference is that it's managed by a product team, not developers, right? Not the head of BI. It's managed by people who kind of have this product mindset, right? Call them product owners. Those are the people I think are more accountable for the product. And then product managers, they're the ones who actually facilitate the creation of that and hire developers to build it and interact with customers to understand what they want and get their feedback on it. So that's a product team. In our space, those are going to be on the business side more than the technical side. And this is why it's tricky, I think, for a lot of data organizations to make this switch from project management to product management, because the business has to get involved, which means they have to want to get involved, right? And not every department is going to have people like that. And I have seen some BI teams, enterprise BI teams, try to seed product managers into these groups from their team. Doesn't always work. Here's a big one that executives don't quite get. Data products are continuously funded, right? They're not a one-shot thing. They have to commit to a long-term budget with releases every year or multiple times a year. It's going to have a life cycle that should be estimated in advance. It's continuously funded because it's going to be continuously improved through multiple releases. And finally, a data marketplace, which is where we put all of our products so that people can find them, is really fundamental to what makes a data product. It adds characteristics that really facilitate the sharing and exchange of these products.